there's something coming down the pike, and it is going to change promoted listings as we know it. This change is going to be huge, and it's going to hurt many large eBay stores. I've gone down a rabbit hole, and what I found doesn't look good, guys. I'll just be 100% honest with you. Now, the information that I'm going to share with you is a culmination of information that I have put together by doing the campaign, and I'll talk to you more about that here in a second, but doing a campaign myself and some information that I've been given from someone in the know. I'll just put it that way. And it all makes sense now. We all know that with the implementation of promoted listings, for those of you who've been on the platform for quite some time, know that it's a huge money grab. Let's just be real with ourselves. I've said that probably from day one with promoted listings. Here we are selling stuff on the platform, no problem, and now it becomes problematic because you have to pay to get the sales. And I have chosen within my own business model to pay to get the sales. There's no secret to that. I've been talking about that. So promoted listings in its early form wasn't that bad, but eBay found a way to continue to add more money in their pocket from the seller by raising suggested rates. In fact, it used to be 1% was the minimum. They brought it up to 2 as a requirement. And then every step of the way, they have found ways to raise suggested rates. And in my opinion, to fool a lot of sellers who don't know better. They just want to sell their stuff. The thought has been for many resellers is, where does it end? I've had the same question myself. Where does it go from here? How high does eBay take it? For the most part, most resellers have drawn the conclusion that at some point they're not going to be able to go any higher without just simply losing sellers on the platform. They already have, to be honest with you. So what does eBay do to get more money in their pocket? So introduce off-site ads. Now, eBay has a program currently. I don't know if it's still in the beta because the last 2 to 3 months of 2023, it was in the beta. And I actually used it in December. Now, the first part of December, many of you guys know my story, but the first part of December, I tried it for $5 a day. And I got no success. I quit it. I think it was maybe a day or two I was actually in the program, but it only shows me actual click data on the report for 1 day. And as the month went on, I thought, you know what, it is free money. I'm not expecting any real sales the last part of December anyway. So let me take that remaining $95 is what I thought I had. I think it was about that. And string it over the last 10 days of December at $9.50 a day. And guess what, guys? To my disbelief, and I made a video about it, so I won't go too far into it, I had a great 10-day run considering with that promotion. And for me, I didn't know what to think of it, and which is why I asked you guys, what do you guys think? But I started looking into it. I started digging deeper. And after some conversations that I had that I can't really get into, and I won't get into, but after having some conversations with people that actually do have or are privy to information, let's say, that what's coming down the pike is going to be really, really game-changing for a lot of resellers, and not in a good way. In that promoted listings, as we know it, is going to change, and it's not going to be the same type of program that we're used to seeing it as. Now, let me just stop there with this caveat. Based on this information is based on what I've seen and what I have been told by a source that I have been able to rely on. That doesn't make it official. So if this never happens, awesome, and we've avoided something, but it's not likely that it's going to be avoidable. And what that is, and what I'm talking about is, off-site ads will be the only way in the future, and I'm thinking it's going to be sometime here in 2024, offsite ads will be the only way your items will get exposure off of the eBay platform or the eBay network of platforms. eBay.com, eBay.ca, eBay.co.uk, all the others. You can use promoted listings as you know it right now, and you will get no more exposure than just the ebay.com or the eBay websites. And you will not get any more exposure with Google. You will have to use eBay offsite ads and allocate a certain amount of dollars per day to get your items in your store out to Google and other third-party search browsers or search engines and other sites that eBay advertises on. And I don't know when that'll happen, but currently the offsite ads is still in beta from what I understand. And at some point when they make this change, you are going to have to allocate funds on a daily basis and pay per click, just like right now eBay is paying Google per click. And I have a spreadsheet that shows what I paid per click for the campaign that I ran, anywhere from 3 to 44 cents per item per click, depending on the item in the category. Well, that's coming, guys. And the problem is, and the reason why it's a problem for large stores is, if I'm a seller and I'm allocating $10 over a 250 item store, which is what I did, and I had good success doing it, how is that same $10 a day allocated over 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 listings going to be? That's not a lot of money per listing, guys. And there's no way, and unless they change something in the offsite ads program, there is currently no way to allocate those daily funds towards a specific set of items within your store. It's just randomly just assigned to your listings. And I don't know how that happens. I don't know if eBay tries to push everything out and then you pay for clicks, and once your daily budget's gone, those items are pulled off and they can't be seen until the following day. I have no idea. But can you imagine if you're a seller and you have a large store and you're trying to make a $10 daily budget, that's what, $300 a month work, and that seems like a lot of money. And I can tell you it's probably not going to work well. So that's why a lot of people who've tried it, just tried the money that eBay gave them, the $100 for, I think, the month of December, a lot of them reported really not a big jump in sales from what they were used to, because they didn't have enough money to allocate towards all the items they have listed on the platform. So you are going to have to really ramp up the amount of money you're willing to spend on the platform per day. So someone like me with 250 items, $10 might be enough. I mean, it seemed like it was enough for me in December, but someone else with a lot more items than that, it's going to have to be a lot more, and that's going to hurt a lot of sellers. And if you are not able, if you're not in the position to pay that type of money, well, you're stuck with your items only being seen on ebay.com while your competitors have other external views driving traffic to their listings. And it's not as simple as being able to go to Google yourself and saying, hey, here's my item number, drive traffic to my listings. I'll pay you instead of paying eBay, because eBay owns the rights to your listing on their platform and it won't be allowed. So that's not an option. So that's what's coming down the pike. And I hope to God, the 10% chance that I'm wrong, I've been wrong before, but I'm only bringing this to you not to make anyone freak out, but I think that as business owners, we have to be aware of the potential obstacles that we have to deal with in this business. Now, this obstacle is not going to hurt me as bad as it's going to hurt some other people. I realize that. But it's going to help me maybe think twice when I put a low ASP item in my store, because I want that ad spend to be focused on higher ticket items. And if I just crowd my store with small end items, multiple listings, I think a multi-quantity listing might be okay. But if I crowd individual small ticket items all into my store and build a huge store, and I then am told the only way this item is being seen is if you pay to play with offsite ads, well, guess what? I'm going to have to either ramp up the amount of money I'm willing to spend, or I'm going to have to pull that stuff down, maybe create a second store, and then just keep the large items on the store I'm willing to pay to play and get that stuff exposure on Google. So I don't know, guys. This is just what I've learned. I thought I'd bring it to you guys. Again, nothing to be alarmed about, but it's awareness. So let's keep doing what we're doing. Keep making very good decisions when you're buying. Buy low to sell high, and don't be surprised when eBay announces this change. And figuring out what to do with it, what that means for your business, is yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to do me one favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content. Check out one of these videos, and in the meantime, I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day. Take care, everyone.